Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mo, people. This is the show you have been waiting for all week, and you've been waiting for this for 15 minutes because the fraud, Husam, of course. This is football. He's late. He actually, I don't know, he was asleep or something happened, but it's him. It's not us. But listen, Manchester City, great comeback, inspired by the star boy, as he was called yesterday, Phil Foden, of course, providing that fantastic goal. And also, Man City can't keep a clean sheet again. Liverpool interested in Robinson as a replacement for Tsimikas, who's injured. From Fulham, of course. And Ivan Toney chose Arsenal. Can he be the guy who actually take them to win the league? Of course, we'll talk about it. But I'm here, of course, with LB himself from Man City. Husam is here from This Is Football. People, hit that like button already. 140 people here. We're just starting, so hit that like button. And I think it's only fair. How's everybody doing today?
First of all, guys, it was Mo who was late. LB was pointing at him now at the intro. He was doing this for a good reason, so it's Mo's fault. Guys, welcome to the LB and Husam Cook Mo show. So make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. You get me? Another week. I actually really look forward to the show. The problem is, I apologize to the audience, guys. I forgot there was a show to begin with. So my bad. I'm sorry. But, lateness is greatness. You know you're going to get one hell of a show anyway. So
the disrespect to the viewers. The disrespect. But listen, there's only one place to start. Manchester City. LB, I saw your tweet yesterday. You said, I just wanted this win. You wanted to go back to winning ways. How did you feel about the game yesterday? No Haaland, of course. John Stones injured. The defense, again, you conceded first. You conceded early in the first half. How did you see the game? I mean, were you worried at halftime? You were like, here we go again. You're muted somehow.
Oh, I was muted on StreamYard for some reason. I'm not sure how that happened. Yeah, big up the chat, man. Guys, make sure you smash the likes. Yeah, listen, it's the same sort of thing. We've been seeing the same sort of issues from City. Before the game, I didn't give City a clean sheet. I said I cannot give my team a clean sheet in the score prediction before the game because we've just been making too many defensive mistakes. Yet again, we make another defensive mistake, so that's been proven to be true. However, I do feel that yesterday was fundamentally different to a lot of the other games. You know, we created a lot more chances, like actual proper chances. I felt like the team showed a little bit more passion, a little bit more fight and desire going forward, which was nice to see. Phil Foden in the middle, absolutely cooked. It was great to see him there. I just felt it was different. I felt it was different to previous games. So, good stuff. We got the win. That was absolutely the main thing. Performance comes second. The 3 points was absolutely critical for us yesterday. We got that. And I thought the performance actually was very good as well. So, small steps, because we're still playing catch up, and you cannot afford to get like too gassed when another loss for us or a draw could be disastrous. But we got Sheffield United coming up now at home this weekend, which should be 3 points. And I'm feeling very confident. Just I want to try and keep my players fit. The likes of Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland. Big shame about John Stones. Super unlucky to get injured on a tackle when the guy was offside. But that's life, I suppose. But yeah, man, I'm pretty happy with it, bro. I'm pretty happy with the performance, and I feel that there's not getting carried away, but I feel that there's like a little bit of a change in mentality since we won the Club World Cup. We won that. We beat Everton. Hopefully, we can continue that in our next game, man. But we've won a Prem game, which is nice.
Husam, Rodri, another mistake. Is that due to fatigue? Or can we say 30 minutes in, it cannot be fatigue? 30 minutes in, he made the mistake. They scored. It could have been a long day. Is that mental fatigue, or that's actually fatigue that they need a replacement and there is not enough people to play for him? He's playing all the games now, even though he didn't play 4 games this season. So how did you see that defensive mistake again from Man City, and how can they fix it though? Are you alive?
Me or LB?
You.
Oh, I thought you're asking LB. First of all, I don't know what LB was talking about there when he was talking about the game, because everything got robbed. Let's just say it as it is. Everything got robbed. Calvert-Lewin missed a tap-in. I don't know what performance he was talking about. This was probably this was just as dreadful as Crystal Palace. The difference is Crystal Palace didn't miss their chances. Everton are just crap, to be honest with you. and Everton got robbed. That was nowhere near a penalty. Onana cannot slide tackle and amputate his arm off. This is just the reality. Man City don't look convincing at all. At all.
Penalty. It was a clear penalty for Sam.
Pickford's the biggest cunt on the planet. I warned people about Pickford when I was doing my watch along. Even when it was 1-0 to Everton, please go back and watch it. I said Pickford is a cunt. Everyone go watch it. It has nothing to do with City. I told you guys Pickford is good at yap, and then being the reason why his team loses a game. First goal, he was so out of position for the Foden goal, he could win at Anfield. That's how out of position he could have been. The second goal wasn't a penalty. And the third goal, he just gives it to the City player. So for me, I don't know what you were watching. I just don't think Everton just don't have the quality at all. They got into dangerous positions multiple times, but their players just do not have the quality to have any cutting edge. And that's why they are where they are in the Premier League table. So, like, overall, of course, City deserve to win, like, based on performance, because Everton are crap. But it's I do not think it is as good as you say, to be honest with you.
I didn't make it out like it was a golden performance. I said it was much better. It was a decent performance. And at the end of the day, we created quite a few chances, hit the woodwork as well. The penalty is a clear penalty. You can't put your arm in front of your face, bro. His arm's up here. How is that not a penalty kick? It's an obvious penalty. So that's not an issue. And yeah, obviously Pickford kicked the ball for the third, but we was leading at that point anyway. You know, Nunes missed a 1-on-1. Pickford made a mad save when Alvarez should have passed it past the goalkeeper. So, you know, we had the better chances. We deserved to win the game. We got the 3 points. It was a good performance. I didn't say it was a mega performance. It was a good performance. And that's what we needed, because now we put the pressure on Arsenal tonight. So I don't know what game you was watching, bro.
Arsenal winning today. The problem is they're playing West Ham at home. Like, I don't like, if it was at the London Stadium, maybe, but it's at home. So I think Arsenal gonna win the game anyway. But in terms of Rodri, look, it cannot be fatigue. Sometimes players make mistakes. Sometimes KDB misses a pass. Sometimes Salah misses a chance. Sometimes Mbappe cannot dribble past someone. Like, shit happens. There's no need for there to be a reason every single time. Rodri just made a mistake. He's a human being. Just like Zinedine Zidane made mistakes. Just like Pirlo made mistakes. Just like Gerrard made a mistake. Greatest midfielders of all time made mistakes. That moment right there, he just made an error. A lapse of concentration. Just didn't make the right decision. And Everton just bounced on it, to be honest with you. And that's it. There is no need for us to make a meal out of it. The one thing I will say is this is exactly why when I was talking to City fans, I told them, listen, it's not just a matter of Rodri's back and then you just start winning games. Like, Rodri, to be honest with you, also has just like other players, as I just said, he can make a mistake. He can have a bad game. He's allowed a bad game every now and then. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with that. So it's about the other players to step up and pull through. I thought Alvarez was poor again yesterday. In my opinion, I thought Foden stepped up. I thought Bernardo Silva, without the goal, was City's best player. Even when the goal didn't happen, I thought he was unbelievable for Man City. Once again, I just think Everton lacked the quality. Like, this is the problem. I think Sheffield might give City a tougher test than Everton this Saturday. Now, you might laugh at me, and I think City will win, of course. I'm not predicting a Sheffield win or a draw, but I think City will get a tougher test against Sheffield than they'll do Everton. That Beto striker, whoever the fuck decided to pay money, is exactly why Everton got an FFP thing. Like, it's exactly why. Players like that, paying tens of millions for crap. That Beto guy couldn't control a ball, couldn't shoot, couldn't create, couldn't cross, couldn't even hold up the ball. The worst striker I've seen in the whole league. Worst striker in the whole league.
I was thinking exactly the same. I'm like, how can you be a football player in the Premier League? It's unbelievable. But let me just get my thoughts on the penalty. 100% the penalty. No questions about it. You cannot tackle with your hand right here. It touched his hand before his body. In the beginning, I thought it touched his face before it touched his hand, but his hand was up there. And it doesn't matter. That's not the problem of it.
You two are exactly why the sport is done up here.
So you're cutting
exactly.
people.
You can do this.
You screaming, LB. Listen, you screaming doesn't make you right. Okay, I'm explaining. I am explaining.
You know me when I scream.
I am explaining. I am explaining. You aren't. Okay.
So is Onana supposed to amputate his arm when he's
no, but you don't. Okay, so no, I'm answering you now. You said should Onana. I'm answering you. You do not tackle with your hand above your head. You just don't. So
you tackle like this? You
tie
your
a lot of. By the way, Tarkowski, when he goes to block a ball, he goes with the hands behind him. Van Dijk does the same. Konsa, okay, and let me remind you, in your game, when the guy dribbled everyone on the left and tried to cross, Konsa went to block it with his hand next to his body, and one of them behind him and the other one next to him. Konsa didn't go and block the ball, and it looked exactly the same with his hand above his head. Did that happen or didn't? You remember the guy that dribbled Trent? Konsa went to block the cross with like this. Onana blocked it with his hand above his head. I don't care if you amputate your arm. The law is the law. Do we agree with the law? Maybe we don't, but the law is the law. So it's a clear penalty that was given to Man City. You can talk about other things, right? But that's not a robbery. The people that just want to say that's a robbery, they just, it's a narrative that is going around. Yes, it happens to City for other games, but not this one. Because I was watching it when they did the replay. It's clear. It's a clear penalty. There is no, like, if the referee didn't give it, it would have been a scandal. Right? It would have been a scandal. Because of the law. We disagree with the law. We disagree with the law, but the law is the law.
But it was too close. It was too close.
Yeah, but that's not it. Husam, yes, it's too close if your hand next to your body. His hand was literally above his head, Husam. Literally above or in front of it. Like that.
Everton could have got that to 2-2. But I told people out.
I know what you're talking about. I know Calvert-Lewin missed a chance, but that's not City's problem. Is it? Is it City's problem? Is it City's problem? This is what I mean. Like,
no, I never said it's City problem. I never said that. I said
if it happened to your team, you would say, but the law is the law.
Yeah, no, I'm allowed to say Everton are crap. Am I not allowed to say that?
No. We all agree. Everton. Actually, I actually disagree with that. I actually think that Everton yesterday, they weren't as bad. I actually thought that Man City carved them wide open. Jack Grealish yesterday was involved in two clear big chances. On the left, he dribbled two guys, played it to Alvarez, who played Nunes. That should have been 1-0. Nunes missed that chance. That is Jack Grealish making that chance. Jack Grealish from the left made another chance where he gave to Rodri.
Nunes was very good as well yesterday.
Also, Jack Grealish yesterday actually was direct, involved in the game, and he was good. I will give credit when credit is due. He wasn't fantastic, but he was good. He was better than the Jack Grealish that was conservative. He wasn't conservative. He was trying to dribble. He was trying to create chances. I think actually, Husam, you're being harsh. Man City yesterday were good. They aren't Man City of February and March of last year, yes, but they were better than the City that played against Arsenal. They were better than the City that played against Villa. They were better than the City that played against Palace. They created
Villa was their worst performance of the whole year for me.
Okay, what about Palace? I thought that at least they hit the post. They created kind of like 2 and 1-on-1s. Husam, they created chances.
I thought they were better against Palace than they were yesterday, but the result
I didn't think so, to be honest, because I thought Foden played behind the forward. I thought he was good. He was very good. The goal he scored, you blamed Jordan Pickford. Yes.
Yeah, but you have to look at his positioning as well. Pickford,
yes,
100%.
But also Phil Foden, that angle is actually very tough to get it in near post. But anyway, Manchester City yesterday, actually, what I took from the game isn't the going forward thing. It's again the defense being leaky. Every time I was watching, Nathan Ake was on his face. I was like, how come Jack Harrison is taking Nathan Ake to school and come back every time?
He had a very bad game. Bad game.
It's ridiculous. And also,
LB will tell you, I'm actually one of the people
who defend LB about this again.
I defend Ake. I don't attack him. But
I like Ake. Ake was one of the best defenders in the league last year. LB, tactically, Pep Guardiola, your defenders were isolated yesterday. Dwight McNeil, people told me yesterday that Kyle Walker, yes, he had a good game. And when I asked why, they said because he went forward. I'm like, but Dwight McNeil, every time, left Kyle Walker and went inside the pitch and nobody was marking the guy. Right? Beto was left many times 1-on-1 with Akanji. So my point is, how can you solve this? Now John Stones is injured. You need a replacement because your defenders are isolated 1-on-1 majority of the time until Gavardio came in and you played 4 in the back, like actual four people in the back. This is a problem for City again.
Of course it is. Yeah, of course it's a problem. You know what I mean? This is why I said John Stones is one of our most underrated players. You know what I mean? He's crucial to the way that we play football. But listen, we have to find a way of playing. I'm sure Pep will find a way. You know what I mean? I'm confident. I'm just very confident in this team, man. You know, I'm very confident in this team. I'm very confident that Pep can find a solution. You know, at the end of the day, we had 1 win in 6, right? And now what? We're 5 points behind Liverpool with a game in hand, and we'll be 6 points behind Arsenal tonight with a game in hand, you know? And I just think opposition fans, Liverpool and Arsenal fans, I think deep down they know that they've let themselves down because they should have been much further clear of Manchester City at this stage. You know, Arsenal only 1 win in the last 3. Liverpool 1 win in the last 3 for them as well. So You know, are they in crisis now as well? Because I was getting told we was in crisis. You know, these teams are desperate for a win now. You know, and meanwhile, we've just been crowned.
Sorry, who's in crisis? I'm sorry. Can you clear?
I'm just saying these two teams above us have only got one win in the last 3 Premier League matches, more.
Oh.
And people was quick to jump on my club and say we're in crisis.
So he messaged me after the Arsenal game.
But they played each other, LB. But they played each other.
That doesn't matter, bro. They still got the same record.
You're twisting the narrative, bro.
No. I'm making you back. Have Liverpool won one game in the last 3.
In crisis. I'm like, LB, you're such a
have Liverpool won one game in the last 3 Premier League games? Yes. Have Arsenal won only one game in the last 3 Premier League matches? Yes. Is that not crisis?
But you won 1 and 6. That's different.
Yeah, but now it's 2 and 7, bro. So hold that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
This is nuts. You're calling Arsenal in crisis.
I'm not saying they're in crisis, but I'm just saying people are quick to jump on my club. People's quick to jump on my club, Mo, and say, "Oh, my club's in crisis. My club's finished. We're not the same Manchester City as last year." And meanwhile, we're only what?
The same. They aren't.
No. I agree with that, and I agree with that to a degree. But people are writing my football club off. I'm like, "What are you doing, mate? Why are you writing my football club off? How come Liverpool are only 5 points ahead of Manchester City?"
Who did?
Plenty of people said Manchester City ain't going to win the league this year because we've dropped too much.
I don't think that's what I thought.
He did.
Won it 5 months ago.
He said you're not winning the league.
Yeah, I said Arsenal won it 5 months ago.
Manchester City.
I actually changed my mind after the Liverpool Arsenal game. I said City are going to win the league unless Liverpool or Arsenal sign players in January. I fully switched on that because I don't think Arsenal and Liverpool have enough killers. That's my problem. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think these two teams need to sign.
Do they have enough killers, Man City, without Kevin De Bruyne? Because Kevin De Bruyne.
No, but you cannot say that because he's back and Haaland is back.
You think Haaland is a killer without Kevin De Bruyne? Well,
yes,
they have Doku.
Because he's Premier League top goal scorer. He ain't played in 6 games. Like,
this is nuts. That's how bad.
Thank you very much.
How bad the forwards are in the Premier League. He hasn't played for a while, and he's way above everybody else. It's nuts. Listen, people, almost 500 people here. Can we get the likes up a little bit? The likes up. It's simple. We're on not even on 150 likes. You guys are embarrassing us. Hit that like button. The like button is underneath your live chat. It's the only way this channel is gonna go.
You bunch of Calvert-Lewins.
We're only 100 subscribers away from 8K, so please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit that like button. Let me do a couple of these super chats, see what the people are saying. Ozan Kabak is saying, Judge Mo, really looking forward to this one. Thank you so much. And it's not disappointing already. We're arguing already. It's not disappointing. Al Mahdi is saying, I'm only worried about City, not Salah FC. Are Liverpool? I'm asking LB. I'm gonna ask LB. Do you think Liverpool are only Salah as this narrative? By the way, the last 2 days it has been going. Salah FC.
Yeah.
LB, do you think that's true?
Salah FC. I think. Well,
he wants to say it, but he's
but it's true to a certain degree. But Liverpool fans, I don't think should take that as a negative, because it's not negative. It's because he's such a good player. Was Barcelona with Lionel Messi FC? Mo would say yes. Was Ronaldo when he was at Real Madrid FC? Maybe. When Ronaldo was at Juventus, was it the same there? You know, this is the thing. When you've got such a special player, you do become reliant on that player. Why? Because they're the one that get you the goals and the assists. So they're probably very heavily Salah FC. But I don't think Liverpool fans should be sitting here seeing that as some sort of negative or some sort of like abuse or whatever. Like I think it's legit. Like if you
I think it's disrespect to Alisson, because I would call him Alisson.
But here's the difference. Liverpool, for me, if you take Salah out of the team, Liverpool ain't winning that league.
Yeah, of course. Okay, nobody. He's probably the best player in the Premier League still. The numbers don't lie. The way he's clutch in every game don't lie. Like, he's clutch. Like Mohamed Salah, I don't care if he lost a step or didn't lose a step. If he performs well or not, Mohamed Salah at the end, and I said that many times, he's like, Liverpool aren't performing well. 2 goals, Mohamed Salah, goal and assist. Liverpool won 2-1. Mohamed Salah provided the clutch goal at the end of the game. Liverpool is 1-0. Mohamed Salah is the one who scored the goal or had the assist. He's clutch. And that's but I wouldn't call Liverpool Salah FC. The reason why, Trent has been very good, and by the way, he improved defensively.
Or forward line, if that works.
Yes, but Alisson, amazing. Van Dijk is getting back to his better. I wouldn't call him Salah FC at all. But yeah, thank you so much, Al-Mahdis, for that honesty. Good to see you back, my friend. So how can defenders defend now? Defenders make tackle with his hand behind his back for Garnacho goal because he was scared to give a penalty. Okay, so I can answer this, but I already answered this. The law is the law. We disagree with the law, yes. But they said that if your hand not in natural position, making your body bigger, which is what Onana did, it's a penalty. So I don't make the law.
Yeah, but you both played football. Once again, Onana cannot cut his arm off and
Yeah, Konsa just did it a day ago.
Put my hand up there, Husam. Yeah, that's how we
What
defend.
is this?
It's an LB. You played left back. We already know what LB stands for.
And I didn't defend like this, Husam.
No, but when you slide tackle, like if you're slide tackling at an angle, your hand is gonna be behind your head. It's normal.
Konsa, my evidence is that Konsa blocked something similar with his chest just a day before.
Anyway. I don't even want to remember that game.
No. Konsa, your game. Trent, when he was like on the left side, the guy that dribbled everybody on the left and went inside the 18 and crossed it the 6 yard. Konsa had a magnificent block when he stepped. It was his body. His hand is behind his back.
You're talking about the game 3 years ago?
No. Just last game, Liverpool. Konsa, your Konsa. What's his name? Konsa. Whatever.
Oh, I thought, bro, Kwanzaa, you mean?
Kwanzaa, whatever. Yes, he did have a block. Anyway,
Kwanzaa, I was thinking Aston Villa. I was like, what the fuck?
What about that Odegaard and Luke Shaw handballs? I can't remember.
Odegaard was a penalty.
Odegaard was 100%. Odegaard, it's blatant penalty. Like the Odegaard one, I can't believe it wasn't given. It's close to a scandal. Sean here is saying Arsenal was awarded the same penalty against Spurs when the ball was kicked from a close range on Romero. The only issue is the law. Yes, thank you so much, Sean. Thank you, appreciate it. It's exactly this. We can all disagree with the law.
People are saying it's the law, but you can't put your hand up in the air. Like, what are you talking about? The law? Like, you can talk about the law all you want and say the law needs changing, whatever. You still can't defend. You've never been able to put your hand in front of your face and it hit your hand and it not be a handball. You can't do that.
We have to move.
So why are we talking about the laws, man?
So with the same energy, why didn't Liverpool get a penalty versus Chelsea for Jackson pen, and the same for Odegaard handball, which we got a PG Mall apology? We never said you didn't get robbed. We literally just told you.
Referees make mistakes, Bray. Everyone says Odegaard should have been a handball. I don't know about the Jackson one because I don't know if I can't remember.
I can't remember it. To be honest, I can't remember it.
But it was a penalty as well. Jackson, it was the Van Dijk header.
We'll say it's a penalty then. But guess what? Referees have always made mistakes, and they'll still always make mistakes. It's not a conspiracy, man.
Except against City, but okay.
Oh, because we never get decisions go with. No, I tell you the difference is
other than
our fan base doesn't go on Twitter for 5 weeks, complaining about dodgy decisions like these Arsenal fans did with the Newcastle goal. How long is it? They've already just stopped talking about it, man. That's the difference. We just don't go on Twitter and moan about it 24/7
today, LB. So.
Kilkester is saying 115 charge, but the Premier League refs favor City. Sure,
refs is different than Premier League. Please understand.
It's completely different.
I think referees are just.
I'm not gonna go into this conspiracy theory and all the stuff. It's just, well, it's Man City.
Yeah, listen, we all know who the cheats are. Both Manchester clubs frauds.
If a corrupt, never a penalty for City. Come on, people, you're taking it way like it's a blatant penalty. It's not even close. Like it's not even like next to his body. Like oh my God, Man City. Okay, some of the Man City fans are sharing a tweet around when Trent his hand was right next to his body. So that's not a penalty. This guy's hand was up here. I don't know what you want. Nilot Pal is saying Nicholas Jackson handball not given in game week 1. Do you guys want us to remember something in game week 1? Like, what the fuck?
But I'm also happy.
I thought you wanted me to remember when you kept talking about Konsa.
I thought that was yesterday, Husam.
If Husam says it's handball and everyone keeps on saying it's handball, I'm like, yeah.
I'm not going to argue it. Yes.
But you got that doesn't mean that one last night wasn't a handball. It was. He had his hand in front of his head. You can't do that. You've never been able to do that, and you'll never be able to do that.
Anyway, I hope Everton get relegated and Pickford doesn't get selected for England.
Every time I'm watching this Pickford guy, I'm thinking, is he the most annoying player? And genuinely, is he the most annoying player in the league? Genuinely.
He's overrated.
No,
He's
Bruno's number one.
So Bruno, Martinez, Emi Martinez has to be there. Emi Martinez is so annoying.
Bruno, Bernardo's one. Even LB knows it.
Bernardo Silva, of course. Richarlison, yes.
Richarlison.
No, that's only to Liverpool fans because he rattles your fan base.
No, but Richarlison is so annoying. You know why, LB? Because Richarlison acts like a tough guy, but then when things don't go his way...
No, Richarlison thinks he's Harry Kane, but he's fucking Richarlison. That's his problem. But for me, the worst one is Bruno.
Bernardo is very
annoying.
I
don't advocate for violence, but if any player punches Bruno in the face, I'm buying his shirt. Even if he's a City player or an Arsenal player, I'm buying his shirt. I'm hanging it right here.
Bruno Zinchenko is very annoying. I think
Bruno.
Jack Grealish on the pitch is very annoying. Off the pitch, the guy is fantastic.
Zinchenko's not annoying. Zinchenko's just a pussy, to be honest with you.
I actually think Jack Grealish is so annoying on the pitch. Like the way he complains, the way he just talks to people. I can't stand the guy on the pitch.
Jesus is another one as well. I can't.
Yes, I always said that. But to be honest with you, it's this guy, Jordan Pickford, because the way he goes into tackles, trying to injure play. Another one yesterday, when he goes with his feet instead of going with his hands, with his studs up, and he's lucky that he touches the ball. It's the same way he injured Van Dijk. But anyway,
you know my problem with Pickford. I always say, if you want to talk the talk, walk the walk. You know, yesterday I did something I've never done before. When the player stepped up to take the penalty for City, I put 2-1 directly without even watching the penalty. And the reason why, because I know Pickford is so good at this. I don't know if any of you guys watched the Fulham Everton penalty shootout, Carabao Cup. I was watching that penalty shootout.
I didn't.
Pickford is the same guy. Always walk left, walk right, hit the bar, do fucking sit-ups and shit, and then just miss all the goals. Like,
never dives towards the ball. Never.
Yeah, like, listen, you talk the talk, you better walk the walk, bro. Like, it's just, he just talks the talk and doesn't walk the walk.
I think he's well overrated. He wouldn't be my England number one.
100%.
Nick Pope should be.
No, I'd have Ramsdale.
Fair.
Nick Pope as well has been good.
Nah, Nick Pope can't kick a ball, man. Ramsdale's much better on the ball.
Yes, of course. Nick Pope is not. But listen, Sean here is saying
But then you're playing Southgate ball.
My point was actually against Husam, since he said it wasn't a penalty. Those have been given all season. Great show, by the way. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate the super.
Yeah, but there's the lack of consistency as per the Jackson one, as per the Odegaard one, as per the many examples we can give. You know, the Liverpool goal gets ruled off for the line of sight thing. City against Fulham, go watch the goal where Akanji was breakdancing in front of the Fulham goalkeeper and the goal was given. All I ask for is consistency. That's all I ask for. So it's if you're annoyed at me asking for consistency, that's your problem, not me.
Nobody. I think actually we need consistency in the league, but it will never happen. They are humans at the end. It will never happen. People need to understand this. Listen, I want to talk about Liverpool. The game against I know you called me a fraud, and I explained it to the people. So I don't need to explain it to you. But how did you see the game? How did you see Darwin Núñez? How did you see Cody Gakpo, Mohamed Salah? Jota's back, and also now without Tsimikas, you are linked to Robinson from Fulham. How did you see this the game, and how do you see the Robinson links to the left back position?
I mean, Tsimikas is out for 3 months. Robertson is just back from injury, so maybe a left back is needed. To be honest with you, like I wouldn't be opposed signing a left back. I don't think necessarily a left back is priority right now. And I think this is the issue with me with this whole situation. I think looking at the transfer market and what Liverpool need, I think we definitely need a centre back because Matip's out to the end of the season. Konate is an injury waiting to happen. There's also Europa League games. I calculated it yesterday. 2 Carabao Cup games. I think there's 18 Premier League games left, or 19. So that's 20 games. You've got FA Cup, even if we just play one, that's 21, plus around 10 Europa games, that's 31. You can't rely on 2 centre-backs this whole time. So for me, signing a centre-back is extremely important. I think signing a left-back, like I get it because Tsimikas is out, but like I could live with Gomez playing there, you know, Robertson rotation every now and then, but I think centre-back is top priority for me. DM, I can actually live with Endo and McAllister. I think McAllister has been our best signing last summer. I think the problem is, I think it was Nobbins who said it once, people want specialists all the time. Like, I think generalists need to be appreciated more. McAllister doesn't do anything special on the pitch, but McAllister is like from that Gundogan ilk, where he does everything at a 7 out of 10 level, 8 out of 10 level. He's just good at everything type thing, which is why we really miss him in this midfield. For me, we need a forward. We need a forward and a centre back.
Jota's
That's
back,
what
ya
I
akhi.
would personally sign. Yes, we need a forward. And yesterday, people are very good at this revisionism crap. Oh my God, let your apologies be as loud as your disrespect. This is Darwin Núñez' first goal in 11 games, by the way. Apologies, my ass.
Can I say
Apologies
something,
come
Husam?
after consistency.
And interject. I actually don't think Darwin Núñez is good. He scored the goal, and I was talking to Fawzi. I'm not sure if you're watching the game, and he said, why is he missing simple passes? Like, why does he miss simple controls of the ball? Well, like, you get him on the ball, but then he misses the pass. This is my criticism of Darwin Núñez. But in spaces, he looked all right. The link-up play looked all right. But when you get him the ball, and when Burnley drop deep, it's not looking good for him. And look at Jota. To be honest, it's a massive difference between the football players. Do you have the same criticism of Darwin Núñez at all?
I mean, Darwin Núñez yesterday probably scored a goal that 2 days ago. Sorry, he scored a goal that is more difficult than all the chances he missed this season. It just makes no sense to begin with. I think the Gakpo goal shouldn't have been ruled off. Absolute rubbish, that one.
No, it should have, but fine.
Third one, it is what it is. I don't even think Salah was on the line of sight, and they pushed him offside as well. If you watch the replay, the Burnley defender
so
pushed
funny
him
actually.
Yeah, they pushed him offside, and then they gave it as offside. Like, it's just. And when I ask for consistency, there's a bitch.
Yeah, but they can't give it as a penalty. That's the thing. It happens all the time in free kicks, by the way. You know that. In free kicks, people push people offside, and it happens all the time.
The centre back pushed him offside, and then he's not even in the line of sight, and it got ruled off. Like, it just makes sense. But anyway, it was a dominant performance. I look at our forward line, and there's a reason why I want us to sign a forward. And there's a reason why I said City will win the league unless Arsenal and Liverpool sign players. You need killers, man. And the guy's comment earlier on about Liverpool being Salah FC. I look at this forward line, man, and Jota. The problem is he has an injury in him every now and again. That's the problem. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit worrying, the forward line, and that's why I would sign a forward personally. And yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts. I thought
you had the best attack in Europe, bro. That's what I was being told. Best attack in Europe. So is this not the?
I mean, headed into the season, that's not even a crazy statement.
LB. See, they criticize your club.
No. But headed into the season, that wasn't even a crazy statement. You had Salah, Gakpo, Jota. You had Núñez. You had who's the guy I'm missing out on?
Diaz.
You had Diaz as well. You look at that forward line. No, but you're looking at that forward line consisting of 5 players. That's not even a wild take. The problem is Diaz got 2 goals in 16. Gakpo got 2 goals in 16. Núñez got 5 goals in 18. So it's just like they're not delivering. That's the problem. And some people in my fan base want the guy that has the second most goals in the league, the most big chances created in the league, the most assists in the league to be sold, which makes no sense. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Going to you don't think that Robinson is needed for Liverpool? Endo has been improving, so you don't think you need a DM?
I could live without a DM if you get me a striker and a centre back.
Okay, so good segue. Ivan Toney, said,
"Come to Liverpool, Ivan."
Exactly. He wanted. Okay, so this is a very, very good question, and I'm going to start with LB here. He said he wanted Arsenal, but I've seen links with Liverpool trying to hijack that move and talking to Brentford. There was a couple of journalists that said that. LB, if you're Ivan Toney, if you're an advisor for Ivan Toney, which team would you advise him to go to?
Don't be a fraud.
Liverpool or Arsenal, and give me reasons.
Probably Arsenal. Yeah, probably Arsenal.
I knew it. I think
they have a better all-round team than Liverpool. I think they've got a team that looks like it can develop over the next few years with young players, young talent that can develop. And I just think for Arsenal as well, I think he's what they need to sort of really push them on to be a team that can win trophies. So if I was, I mean, it's great to have the 2 options, right? And I don't think he'll be, crying his eyes out if he goes to Anfield. But if I was him, I'd go Arsenal. But like, I'd say, does he get guarantees that he'd start? But I don't think he needs guarantees. I think after a couple of games, everyone would say that he's clear of Jesus anyway. So I'd go Arsenal. I think he.
Who LB reminds me of? LB reminds me of Caicedo's agent, because that's exactly what they told us in May. Now look, it's crazy.
No.
Liverpool are guaranteed to win a trophy this season. You know that, right? Who's more likely to win a trophy? Liverpool. Who got more world-class players? Liverpool. Who got the better managers? Liverpool. Who's had the more recent success? Liverpool. Yet you want him to go to Arsenal?
Yeah, but no, because I think Arsenal are more set up for Premier League success and Champions League success in the next few
future.
Years. Yeah, the next
Yeah,
few
but
years.
Tony's 28. They don't have time for the
Hold on.
building.
Why are you saying that? Hold on. Why are you saying that, LB?
What do you mean?
They have Szoboszlai. Okay, so hear me out. They have Szoboszlai, McAllister. Okay, Alisson is a goalkeeper. He's 32. Goalkeepers can play until 37.
Yeah, he can play 5 years, Alisson. Easily.
Yeah, like to be honest with you, Kwanzaa looks so good. Van Dijk is 32. Center backs can play until 35. So in the next 3 years, Van Dijk can still play. They have Trent, who's 25 years old, can give you 7 more years. Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister in the midfield. They have Harvey Elliott. They have Curtis Jones. They have Pajesic. Mohamed Salah is the one that needs replacement. But they have Cody Gakpo, Darwin. I don't care about Darwin Núñez. But you just so that's why if Ivan Toney goes to them,
yeah, but you're saying mid, like Arsenal got Nketiah, they got Jason,
they got
Elneny. I could go the other way as well.
David Raya in goal that finally looks like he's doing all right. He's young. They've got Saliba, one of the best young centre backs around. Yeah, Gabriel next to him, he's decent. But I'm explaining why I'd pick them. They've got Odegaard, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, and Martinelli, who are all probably under 27, I'd imagine. So I'm saying I think they've got a team that is more ready to challenge for the big honours in the next few years, and that's why I go there.
No, but I rebutted you without agendas. Ivan Toney is 28. Do you think Ivan Toney gives a fuck who wins this year or who wins 3 years from now?
But you're making it sound like you're clear of them this year.
As an attraction for a football player, absolutely. The only team that's more attractive in the Premier League is Man City for me.
You're not even in Champions League. Why is Liverpool more attractive than Arsenal?
Because using that logic, Newcastle is more attractive than Liverpool. Let's not do that. That's just poor logic. Being in the Champions League is not the be-all and end-all. Remember 4 years ago when Man United signed Paul Pogba, when he was the best midfielder in the world that year? They weren't in the Champions League. They were in the Europa. We can't keep using that logic.
I think you're making it sound like it's a ridiculous argument. It's not. It's a completely legitimate argument. Arsenal are in the Champions League now. They're going for a Premier League now, as you are, to be fair. But I think they've got a better squad overall than you do.
Liverpool will be in the Champions League 3 months from now.
Correct. Who cares?
Yeah.
Arsenal there now.
So you're telling me Tony's going to go there to just play, 4 Champions League games before they get knocked out?
No, but I'm saying that as the added bonus of what the other stuff that I've mentioned, the fact that I think Arsenal are more likely to challenge for the Premier League and the Champions League in the next few years than Liverpool. Plus, they've got Champions League now.
But what's that based on? What's it based on? Tell me.
He just literally told you.
I think they've got a better team than you. And your player, Mohamed Salah, the best player, he's going to leave in the next few years. And people are already saying he's starting to drop off. Once he goes, are you going to be the same? I don't know.
No, it won't be the same. I don't think he's leaving. People have made out like he's gone in this summer for sure. I don't think it's a for sure.
No, but he's also, if he doesn't leave, he's going to dip. He's not going to play at this level forever, is he?
And that's not based on reality, because reality is telling me he's the second highest goal scorer. He's got the most big chances created in the league and the most assists. So reality is telling me a different story.
Soon, yeah. Soon could be anything. Yeah, it's going to be soon though. He's not going to be scoring all these goals.
Yeah, but Tony's 28 is my point. He ain't 21.
Yeah, but bro, he's 28. You're making him sound like he's ancient. He's going to play at this level for what, 5-6 years?
No, I wouldn't say 5. Let's say he gives you 4 good years until he's
a poacher, man. He's not someone who relies on pace as his main.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, let's give him 4 years if we're being realistic. Let's say till he's 32. Okay, in those 4 years, who's going to win more trophies?
I think Arsenal are more ready to set up to win the big trophies than Liverpool in the next 3 to 4 years.
Come on, man.
The problem is, to be honest, the more LB says that, the more I'm believing it.
Yeah, because he's selling it really well. But even
the more he's doing that rival side, you just don't want to accept
I'm like sitting there, I keep thinking about how he's saying it. Like, actually, right though, you know,
he's a good salesman. He
has a point.
He's like,
I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, he's right. He has a point, and Husam is trying to argue back.
No, but Ivan Toney's 28. If you're Rafael Leao and you're 21,
you're right.
You still have 10 years of football to play. You care about who's young in the team and who isn't. And once again, this myth has been debunked by many people. Alisson can play for the next 5 years. Trent's young. Konate is young. Kwanzaa is young. Gomez is young. Tsimikas is young. Our entire midfield is young, barring Endo. Our forward line is all young, other than Mo Salah. So we all have under 27.
They've got a better team than you, in my opinion.
Okay, so
I think they have the better squad, but not the better starting 11.
Hold on. Do you
Or
think
do Arsenal have world-class players?
They've got a few.
That's another thing. Who?
I think Declan Rice can be considered world class.
You see, the fact that you had to say can be considered already tells you all you need to know. Because if you're saying Declan Rice is world class, then we're fucked as a sport. Because any player who comes in and is dominant for the first 3-4 months is world class.
No.
So there's no consistency element.
Okay, no. Okay, so we have to accept that football is at a lower standard than it was 10, 15 years ago. So would he have been world class 10, 15 years ago? Absolutely not. But in today's age of football levels declining, I think he can be considered world class. And I'm hesitant. I'm not saying he definitely is, but I think he can be certainly in the conversation. He gets in most teams. He get in your team as well. Let's not kid yourself on that. Yeah. I think Saka
but that's not the argument. Liverpool have 4 bona fide world-class players. Salah, Trent, Van Dijk, Alisson. No argument.
I still look at them and think they're a better team than you.
Okay, no problem. I hear what you're saying. Listen, I think in terms of attraction, in terms of which club you'd be like more attracted to go to, I think it's crystal clear for me. I think City are 1. I think Liverpool are 2. And I think Arsenal are 3. That's how I
you know what it is for me, Husam?
See it this way. But
just quickly.
No, go ahead.
Liverpool should be above Arsenal in this conversation. Yet much more heritage than Arsenal. 6 or 7 European Cups. The most successful English club above Manchester United. I still believe.
All that Man United, you fraud.
By 1. So you should be above
even
them.
A question, by the way. I don't think that should be in question. Like
no. But obviously, it plays a part, right? But ultimately, I think that they have recruited in a way where their team is very solid. And I look at your team, man, and I just look at it and think, I don't know. I just don't think you've got the recruit. I just don't think you've done the recruitment right at all. Over the last few years, I think your recruitment's been poor. And I think it's led you into a position now where, like I said, I think Arsenal have now got a better team than you. Now, who would I rather play as a manager? Yeah, of course, I'd rather play with Klopp. Who would I rather play with? Of course, I want to play with Salah, Alisson, Van Dijk. But if I'm looking at the next few years, I think Arsenal are more ready to compete than you are.
Why do you think I got City first? I give the manager a lot more weight than anything else. Like playing under Pep Guardiola is not like playing under Mikel Arteta.
City is the most attractive club in the world, even more than Real Madrid at the moment. Like because of Pep.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, but anyway, this is for me.
Madrid and Barca will always be the 2 most attractive clubs because people grew up wanting to play for them.
Yeah, but I am not looking at children's
dreams.
Yeah, but I'm looking at Man City now for a couple of things. It's just you're guaranteed to win trophies. Real Madrid don't know who's
Jude Bellingham is prime example.
Okay,
he's even English.
Okay, yes, I see what you're talking about. But in my opinion, Pep Guardiola, the structure of Man City, the fact that Real Madrid don't know who's going to be the coach next year makes a big factor. You know that you're going to play under Pep Guardiola. Real Madrid are in transition, actually, at the moment. But anyway, that's not in the question. Real Madrid,
can I just debunk it in 10 seconds? I don't want to argue it.
No, I don't want you to debunk it. I just said my statement on my channel. I just said it on my channel. And I don't want
one player that starts in the La Liga all-time team. Go on.
But what does that have
Name
to do
one player in the
hold on. Hold on. Why does that have to do anything with what
I'll tell you why it has to do with it.
Okay, so when you tell me what to do, first you want me to answer the question?
Yes, you can answer.
I actually think maybe all-time La Liga.
You cannot say a midfielder or a forward for sure.
Why?
Messi, Ronaldo, R9. Midfield, Zidane, Xavi, Iniesta.
No, I actually think Gerrard. Gerrard. Okay, hold on. Gerrard is better than Xavi. That's just my opinion. I think Xavi isn't. This is my
Ashley Cole. Who gets in left back? Ashley Cole.
Marcelo, Roberto Carlos. Come on, just give me a break.
No, I'll take Ashley Cole. Thanks.
Yeah, but my point is.
Okay, anyway, what's your point? I'm talking about now. You're giving me heritage and shit.
You're waffling, man.
You're wasting people's time.
You're wasting people's time. Until teams in the Premier League get to that stage where children are dreaming to play for said clubs, that's my point. My point is Real Madrid and Barcelona have so many icons and historical players in the history of the sport, that players just grow up wanting to play for them. It has nothing to do with
I
money.
never
It has
disagreed with
nothing
this,
to do with
Husam.
any of that.
Never
I think
disagreed
players
with
would take a wage cut to play for Barca over Liverpool.
Okay.
Happily.
Okay. I'm not gonna disagree with that because you said facts. You said about people growing up. I said just the most attractive club in the world at the moment is probably Bayern Munich. Man City, for the coach, the structure, the amount of trophies. They just want to triple. The developments of the
that's
club.
all realistic stuff. I don't disagree with.
That's it. But I'm not saying if someone is choosing between Real Madrid and Man City, it's a no-brainer going to Man City. I didn't say that. I just think City edges it for some reason. But you disagree. Anyway, over 700 people here, guys. Can we get at least to 300 likes, 350 likes? It's simple. It doesn't cost you a penny. Just hit that like button, people. It's simple. It doesn't cost you a penny. Over 700 people here. Let me do a couple of these super chats before moving on. Unless otherwise we're not going to move on. Larkin is saying, LB question: did City lack mentality? Why did you top it? Mentality when they lost 3 in a row without Rodri? If you don't win the league this year, are you going to hold Rodri accountable? Wow.
Well, we will win the league.
Wow.
So I don't need to answer that question.
Okay, just answer the question. If you don't win the league, will you hold
we
Rodri
will win the
accountable?
question. We will.
Oh my God.
We will win
just
the league.
answer the guy's question.
No, I won't hold him accountable because we will win the league.
It's a simple answer. Okay.
Thank you, bro.
Everyone held accountable. Everyone.
Andrew here is saying, should City get charged for bullying the ref?
Yes.
Oh,
actually.
boo-hoo! No, another thing that we're being alleged for, man.
They gave Van Dijk an extra
my
game just because
God.
he told the referee to fuck off.
That's because he got sent off and he didn't move. He should have left the pitch.
No, he's not talking about charged like you think. He's not talking about the 115 thing. He's talking about charged by the PGMOL thing.
Yeah, no, I know what he's talking about. But you're talking about the Van Dijk. Van Dijk got sent off, didn't he? And he didn't leave
Yeah,
the
he
pitch.
got sent off. He then told the ref to fuck off. He got an extra game.
So he should have left the pitch.
Yeah, and the City players were all
here's the thing
about the referee.
Here's the problem. They actually said that Haaland didn't say anything bad to the referee.
No, he didn't. He sat there and said, "Oh, referee, man, just unlucky, bro." You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
No, but that's one of them. But anyway, to be honest, this new thing when they said Arteta didn't say disgraceful, he said disgraceful or whatever thing is absolutely stupid. It's absolutely nuts. Andrew Wright is saying 2 billion, 1 FA Cup since 2016. He thinks Liverpool are more attractive. Thank you, Andrew, for the support.
And you're a fraud, Mo, and LB.
Why? Because I actually didn't agree with LB. He just convinced me a little bit. He just convinced me a little because he sold it really well, bro. Like, just come on.
Yeah, he did. He did. He's like, what are that? Can you sell me this pen, LB type thing?
Honesty is saying we did complete rebuild in the midfield. We conceded the same amount of goals as Arsenal, scored more goals, and we got proven winners. Arsenal didn't.
Actually, we haven't conceded the same amount of goals, conceded less goals than Arsenal.
So yeah, he's rebuttaling LB's point here. But LB is not talking about this season. LB's point is very clear. He thinks in the future Arsenal will win more trophies than Liverpool.
My point is Ivan Toney's 28. He want to win now. Yalla, Liverpool.
Ed here is saying Barella or Paqueta. Sorry, Mo, for the you're broke. You're broke. Yeah, we're broke. I don't care. LB.
Paqueta is unbelievable, man.
Paqueta or Barella, LB?
I really like Paqueta. I think Paqueta would be class for City. So
I actually think so. I actually think if Paqueta
Barella's better, but Paqueta is.
I actually think it's unbelievable if Paqueta goes to Arsenal. Paqueta, Odegaard, and Declan Rice will be unbelievable midfield. Unbelievable midfield, in my opinion. Also, Kevin De Bruyne, Paqueta, and Rodri would be unbelievable as well. I think both of them are actually amazing. It's up to them. But
Paqueta pass to Bowen. I think you can count on your fingers how many midfielders can do that in the world. That was unreal.
Yeah. So Arsenal against West Ham. Anybody giving West Ham any shout today? Any chance of?
I am. I'm giving them a chance, bro.
LB is just here for shots. He's just like, give that.
No, you know what it is? I just speak.
Why?
Facts, man. I just speak what I think and my own opinion. Everyone always says, LB, you've got an agenda. Everyone always says I've got an Arsenal. Arsenal fans always come in the stream and say, LB, you've got a massive agenda on Arsenal. No, I've not got an agenda against anyone. I don't care about anyone. I focus on my own team. Yeah, I've just bigged them up there. Now apparently I've got an agenda against Liverpool, man. Yeah, you guys need to honestly relax. You know what I mean? It's not like that. I think West Ham have a chance. Yeah, I think they've got a chance. Of course, Arsenal are at home. The great Havertz is out, suspended, I believe, so he's not going to be playing. But I think if they pick the right team, if they go for it with the Paquetas, the Kudus, Ward-Prowse, Bowen, you know, and Alvarez can get a good game. I think they've got a chance. Obviously, favourites are Arsenal, but this is a big game. And I think West Ham will be right up for this. So, yes, of course, I'll give them a chance. To write them off, it'd be stupid. Do we think that they're going to win? Probably not. But they've got a chance, Mo. 100%. They've got a good team. Their front four is good, man. I think it's massively underrated how good. I mean, we just spoke about Paqueta. I mean, Kudus is a great player. I tell you what, now, I bet a lot of United fans rather wish you had Kudus and that fidget spinner Anthony, mate. Do you know what I mean? Ward-Prowse, I was a bit sceptical about the signing in the summer. I thought 30 million quid, Ward-Prowse, not sure. He's doing really, really well. Bowen's cooking this season. Alvarez is a decent DM. And Zuma has been fantastic this season, captaining the side. Emerson, I believe, is doing well as well. So, you know, I think they've got a good team, man. And the league table don't lie. Where are they in the league? Like, fucking 7%.
So what if Arsenal don't win? What are we saying if Arsenal don't win today? Don't win. I'm not saying if they lose. What if we saying?
I think for me, it proves my point that they didn't get the lead that they should have had when City only won one game in 6.
That Arsenal are more attractive?
Oh, you're worried about it. What's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you, man? This guy. He'll be speaking about this now for the next 5 years. Isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just every single
I'm not
time,
sure why LB
reminding you.
Arsenal lost to Newcastle. We know what happened in that game. Arsenal lost to Aston Villa, which is, I think, Aston Villa is a very, very tough team at their ground, and they just drew Liverpool at Anfield. So I think they got the points they're supposed to get. You didn't even win at Aston Villa. So I'm not sure why you're saying that Arsenal
West Ham are away from home today.
Yeah,
like I would be hearing what LB's saying if it was at the London Stadium and be like,
course,
you know
100%.
what, he has a point, but like it's at the Emirates. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like I think Arsenal gonna win. Like, of course, West Ham have a chance. They have a puncher's chance, but I think Arsenal gonna win, man. Like,
so I want to ask you guys a couple of things about Pochettino and Eric Ten Hag. Eric Seven Hag, as my wife calls him all the time now. Since she knows the name, she always calls him Eric Seven Hag. Is his job safe? Ten Hag, come back. Oh my God, Man United. Shout out Staffy, to be honest. Sent us a message yesterday about the celebration. Shout out to Staffy TV, to be honest. Because he said he looked at the game thinking, how the fuck are we 2-0 down at home being outplayed by Aston Villa in the first half? And we think, yeah, it's a great comeback and everything, celebrating with adrenaline. But we're looking at this game. Eric Ten Hag again at home, 2-0 down. Should Man United be happy about this comeback, or should look at it and criticize the team for being 2-0 down at home and not having a fight in them in the beginning?
Ten Hag is as safe as jumping off a plane without a parachute. That's how safe he is right there. He ain't safe at all. They're just going to give him enough time to just get himself sacked, basically. The next time he goes on a 3-4 game streak without a win, they're gonna Ratcliffe gonna sack him, get his own guy in. We already know how it goes. So usually when an owner comes in, he gives the guy like 3, 4, 5 games, and then they just sack him anyway. So his job is not safe. In terms of celebration, I'm not gonna tell fans how to be a football fans. They can support their club however they want. For me personally, I'm always celebrating when my club scores. So yeah, I think maybe it's okay. We just some people just look at football differently. And in terms of Chelsea, there is a reason why I always tell Chelsea fans week in, week out, Poch is not to blame, Poch is not to blame, Poch is not to blame. They try blame him after the Wolves game, and I'm like, if you want to blame him after the Wolves game, then you're just smoking, to be honest with you. Once again, I think they dominated Crystal Palace. Broha, I take Broha and Beto as a forward line partnership would be the equivalent of sticking pins in your eyeballs, because Broha is even worse than Jackson, and that's saying a lot. He's so stiff. He's so shit in front of goal, can't do anything on. I have no idea how we all said good stuff about him when he was at Southampton. They definitely need a forward. They need someone who could put the ball in the back of the net. But I think Chelsea, they dominate certain games and shit, and they didn't have Enzo playing, so it gave them massive advantage. So yeah, that's what I'd say on both clubs.
I actually think Jackson wasn't that bad yesterday. The problem is that chances he missed. I thought he linked up the play. He created 2 clear-cut chances. But if I was looking at the Man United game, to be honest, I'm looking at Man United from outside and I'm thinking, how at 1-0 down or 2-0 down, you're still not pressing? You're scared of losing even more. Yes, Ten Hag second half, good comeback, great, and credit to him, to be honest, because he set up the team very, very well. Kobe Mainoo played very well. He intercepted a lot of balls in the middle. I thought Eriksson played well. I think Bruno played all right, close to the forward. But in that first half, how can he be at home and not trying to even dominate the ball, not even trying to press?
Can I ask you a question, Mo?
Yeah.
You're the host, but I'll ask you a question.
Yeah.
You've probably heard multiple people suck off Unai Emery this whole year.
Yeah.
Was that game 100% on Unai Emery and his high line?
150%. I said the same when he played Liverpool. How can you go to Anfield and play a high line? So the stats say that Unai Emery's team get people offside double the next one, which is Arsenal. So they are very good at it. But how many times that high line was broken against Man United and they kept doing it? Like, are you stupid? Just drop the line a little bit, 10 yards. Are you stupid? Man United
if Aston Villa played a low block, Man United wouldn't score a goal if they played until tomorrow.
Like, in my opinion. But credit to Ten Hag for asking his players to play first time, to put the players on the shoulders of the last guy, because they did that. That's credit to Manchester United. It's not only about Unai Emery being stupid. Like what you did against them when Matty Cash played on the right side, and you remember that left side of you, it was all the time behind Matty Cash when you won 3. I remember that game and I'm like, are you an idiot? You're playing a high line at Anfield against Liverpool. Who do you think you are?
And that's exactly why Unai Emery cannot be a big club manager.
Well, that I'm not
They would
sure.
ask him about this in the press conference if he managed any of the top 6 clubs multiple times. But because he's Aston Villa,
they did ask him. They did ask him.
We're in 4th place. No one gives a fuck. Let's move on. I always tell people managing a big club is completely different. Ask Brendan Rodgers. Ask David Moyes. Ask Unai Emery himself. Ask all these managers who manage big clubs.
Why do you hate Unai Emery? Why do you hate Unai Emery, bro?
I do not hate Unai Emery. I just think Unai Emery is not the 3rd best manager in the Premier League at all.
Who is?
What is
Arteta is, in my opinion.
That's actually very disrespectful, bro.
Arteta or Poch for me.
Poch? You having a laugh?
No, I'm not. I think Arteta or Poch are the
Why? What's Poch ever done in football?
Graham Potter went to Chelsea, could not handle that dressing room. Pochettino, as reported by Chelsea journalists, has the entire respect of the whole Chelsea dressing room. Alone handling a dressing room at a big club is something you know that when Unai Emery was at Arsenal, Maitland-Niles used to say good evening to his face to mock him. Could he do that to any of the big managers? No, he can't.
The guy is mocking himself. He's still saying good evening until now.
No, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, who's an Arsenal player, mocked what's his name? Emery to his face when he was at Arsenal.
Well,
he used to tell him.
Well, that says more to me about his player. Maybe if he focused on his actual football, he'd probably be at the top level. But you can't say Poch is better than Emery, man. That's just a ridiculous statement, Husam.
Pochettino is better than Emery.
Huh?
Emery would fail at every single big club. Emery is of the ilk of a Brendan Rodgers, of these other managers.
Has Poch not failed at every big club?
No, he hasn't.
He's not failing now at Chelsea being 10th in the Premier League.
Poch is the reason why Spurs have a worldwide fan base.
But what did he ever do?
My line. That's my line.
What did he do?
No, that's not your line. That's the fact.
But I've had this before with Poch and Tottenham. He elevated them slightly from
not slightly.
No, in terms of league position. In terms of league position.
No, not slightly, massively. No one knew Spurs before that time period. No one.
Of course they did. They played some good stuff, but they absolutely terrorized.
Okay, so LB.
What with Harry Redknapp for a year?
Guys. LB. There is a difference between you living in the UK and international fans. In international football, which is what brings the actual money, okay, and brings sponsors. I lived in Egypt and I lived in America. Nobody knew about Spurs being a top 16.
No one knows who Spurs are, bro.
Until Pochettino made them regularly in top 4.
That's irrelevant. He's still not done anything. Didn't win anything.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay, it depends. Okay, Husam, let me answer this. Okay, Albi, let me just answer you here. It depends on what you think he made anything. For me, if someone takes Aston Villa and regularly they get in top 4, that's an achievement. The difference between me and you wanted Poch to win trophies at Spurs. I actually don't hold Spurs to that level. I actually think what Poch did for Spurs is great. Spurs, people think Spurs should be winning Premier Leagues and Cups and Champions League. No, they didn't. The fact that they reached Champions League final is great on itself. We're talking about Spurs because they have money now. Actually, we're talking about Spurs should be winning some. Spurs, I'm sorry, with all due respect, all this global fan base and all this thing, and that's not disrespecting them. It's because of what Poch did. It's because of getting regularly in the top 4, Champions League football all the time. Spurs shouldn't be winning trophies. If you're talking about the money, Aston Villa have money now. Are you going to say
Spurs have won 1 Carabao Cup?
You're gassing him up way too much. You're gassing him up way too much. Okay, yes, he got them consistent in the Champions League, but Spurs were already in and around the Champions League for years before he went there.
My brother,
in and out is like in and out is different.
Play Champions League football until Pochettino. That's a fact.
No, they did. Harry Redknapp quarterfinal. Harry Redknapp quarterfinal. They lost to Harry Redknapp. They reached quarterfinal.
Yeah, one time I said that just 2 minutes ago.
Twice.
I said Harry
Redknapp got him in 2010 and 2012.
Yeah, twice, but one of them was quarterfinal, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, twice actually, 2000.
How was Europa League if you're talking about Gareth Bale, not Champions League?
I'm saying, right, what I said about Poch is I said Poch improved them, but only a little bit. You making on like he done a madness. Spurs finishes, under Redknapp. 4th, 5th, 4th. Andre Villas-Boas got him 5th. Tim Sherwood got him 6th. So they're in and around it anyway. Pochettino got 5th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Yeah, so that's what I said. I said he improved them, but he didn't do anything mad. He got to a final, they lost, so who cares about that? Like, and what else has he done?
10-11 they got to the
4 continuous seasons in the Champions League, what made them have this massive global fan base?
16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20. The only time, 10, so in my whole lifetime without Pochettino, 2010, 2011 was the only time.
Yes, LB, you are actually, the problem is, LB, I think you're holding Spurs to a higher pedigree than what we actually think as. I don't think Spurs are.
I'm not.
I think actually within 6-7 years. Okay, but Spurs aren't doing that. If 6-7 years go by and Spurs don't make top 4, I think they get out of the top 6. I think nobody's gonna sit them at the table of the top 6. That's the fact, because the difference between Manchester City, Chelsea, especially these 2 clubs, is that when they were top, they won trophies. So they put their seat at the table. Nobody can move that seat. In 10 years, even if Chelsea get like 8th, 7th, 6th, people will always remember that Chelsea have 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues. They won the league 5 times in recent eras. Like you, Spurs didn't. So
I think LB is looking at this as a City fan, not as a Spurs
No. I'm talking about this started because you said Pochettino is a better manager than Emery.
I don't think Pochettino is a better manager than Emery.
Okay, you didn't say that. Husam did. And how many Europa Leagues?
I actually think what Emery is doing with Villa is amazing. He is number 1 in the league in the home table, and he's 4th in the away table. That by itself is an achievement.
Okay.
People talk about Aston.
You're talking about currently. Anna, my logic is very simple.
Yes.
It's completely different to manage a big club than it is to manage an Aston Villa or any of the other clubs. With all due respect, Sevilla, Villarreal, that LB just mentioned, they're not Real Madrid, they're not Barcelona, they're not Atletico Madrid. You want to hear prime example? I'm about to give you prime example. Rafael Benitez. Go watch what happened to him when he went to Real Madrid. Got walked all over. My point is, when you are a manager, certain managers are in a different echelon. If I tomorrow I took over Brentford, Unai Emery would be the perfect manager for me. If I took over Liverpool, I'm not bringing Unai Emery. If I took over Liverpool, I'm looking at the elite managers who can handle egos, who can handle dressing rooms, who can do these multiple different things. Unai Emery flopped at Arsenal and PSG. The 2 chances he got, that he bottled top 4 and lost 4-1 to Sarri's Chelsea in a final. PSG, we all know what happened when he biggest bottle job in Champions League history against Barcelona. Unai Emery was the PSG manager. So my point is, it's a completely different challenge managing a big club.
Didn't Pochettino not win the league at PSG? Is that
No, he won the league. He did.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he did.
I think he lost. I think he lost.
I think the first year he went in,
he lost the league.
He was like 5 points behind
The
the
first
league.
year he went in, he was. I think he only had 3 months at the job.
No, I think that was Thomas Tuchel.
I might have to fact check this information.
I'm not sure, to be honest, but I
no,
think
Pochettino has a league. 100%.
Has a Liga and he lost one. He lost one and won one.
Yeah,
he won one and bottled one. Yes.
Yeah, but the one he lost, he came in mid-season, bro.
I don't know. I'm not sure. We can check that. Listen, people, 700 people here. Can we get the likes up a little bit? The like button is the only way this is an amazing show. Let's look at the arguments. Hit the like button, people. It's simple. Doesn't cost you a penny, right? There is no more points to talk about other than Spurs.
Can I just quickly say,
yes,
Pochettino come in that first season in match day 18. So he had half of the season.
He won the league and won the 2 cups.
All right, so.
But he didn't win the league 1 year, right? That's
yeah,
true?
Well, he came in mid-season. Lille were
halfway through.
But hold on, Husam, how are you saying
you're holding Spurs to a City standard?
I'm talking about PSG.
Okay, LB. Let me clarify. In my entire lifetime, I've been on this earth, alhamdulillah, 28 years. 28 years I've been here, since 1995.
MashaAllah.
My entire lifetime, 2008 Carabao Cup was the only trophy Spurs won. So in my lifetime, the best manager Spurs have had was Mauricio Pochettino. He came in and made a mid-table club a consistent Champions League football club.
He didn't make it. That's a lie, bro. He didn't make a mid-table. That is factually incorrect, bro. He didn't make a mid-table team top 4. He took a team that finished fourth, fifth, fourth, sixth to fourth. In fact, his first season he finished in the 5th. He didn't get Champions League in his first season, and then he got 4 Champions Leagues. I've credited him for getting them Champions League consistently, but you guys are making it out, yeah, like he's doing a madness. He didn't do a madness. He improved Spurs, I accept, but he didn't work miracles. He just took a team from.
So LB wants to be fraudulent. We're talking about the culture here. This is Spurs culture, right? Listen to the brilliant Spurs culture since Premier League was an inception. 8th, 15th, 7th, 8th, 10th, 14th, 11th, 10th, 12th. I'm on transfer market. I can send you the link right now. 9th, 10th, 14th, 9th, 5th, 11th, 8th, 4th, the Harry Redknapp year, and then Pochettino comes in. So the 20-something years before him, 8th, 10th, 11th, and 12th is the average position, which is essentially.
I've got it up here, bro. 2009, they finished 8th under Redknapp. 2010.
Why are you talking about 2009? Why? We're talking about the club culture. This is a club that in our whole lifetime, so 15, 7, 8, 10, 14, 11, 10, 12, 9, 10, 14.
Yes, and the 5 years before Pochettino took over the club, they finished 6th, 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th.
Okay, now comes the question: why are you looking at the 5 years before he took over? If we're talking about the club culture,
no, because you want to go back 10, 15 years to prove.
No, I just went from when the Premier League was incepted. That's all I done.
But why?
Since the Premier League began.
So you look at Manchester City's Premier League start when Pep Guardiola's managing this. No, you look at what Pellegrini did. You do what Manchester. Well, you do because that's what you do. You don't go back 10, 15 years. I'm saying, what was the managers doing immediately before?
Can I ask you one? Okay, LB. Can I ask you one simple question?
Yeah,
You're old enough. You're old enough. Do you know what Everton Cup is?
The Everton Cup.
Do you know what that is? That term. You don't know what that term is. Sam, do you know what that term is? You know that term started in 2005. You guys know that all the podcasts, all the pundits, and you can check this, right, for the older people. The 6th position was called the Everton Cup. The team that gets 6th used to call an Everton Cup. Do you know why is that?
I don't know, go on, because Everton just finished
there. If you're talking about 04-05 when we won the UCL and we finished 5th and we got the Champions League position over Everton, yes.
It was called the Everton Cup because Spurs weren't in the picture. Spurs were just another team that finishes 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Yes, Harry Redknapp took them a step forward. Yes, but the one that, okay, LB, I hear your point, right? It's Harry Redknapp got that and got them to the Champions League, but It's Mauricio Pochettino is the one that put the chair and put the nails in and said, listen, we're here to stay in the top 6. We're top 6 team, right? This is Mauricio Pochettino. It's
okay.
not.
So final point for me is that I'd never once said Pochettino didn't do a good job at Spurs. He improved them clearly, as the league table shows. But you guys are gassing him up way too much, as proved by the league finishes in the years prior to Mauricio Pochettino. He didn't take them from 10th to Champions League. He took them from 5th and 6th to Champions League. Furthermore, just to throw another spanner in the works, he also had one of the greatest strikers this world has ever seen in Harry Kane playing for the team. That probably helped a lot with that. Anyway,
who just lost the German Cup and just lost the German Super because he has the face of a loser.
Completely irrelevant.
And the difference is we are not even knocking down Spurs. We aren't. We're not. I'm actually not. I think Pochettino did a great job at Spurs. Actually,
he did.
But I agree with Husam because I think Emery is a better coach than Pochettino, and he's proven it with Aston Villa. That's
my brother. LB is Habibi. Emery is a better coach for a mid-table club, not for a big club. I'd never take Emery at Liverpool. Never. I would never take him. Because he would never command the respect of Salah, of Van Dijk, of Alisson, of Trent, of players who have been there, done that. He'd never command the respect.
I actually don't think Pochettino will get respect from other people as well.
No, he will. No, he will. He's managed Lionel Messi. What's wrong with you?
I actually don't think so. But anyway,
name one player that has half the quality of even Neymar or Messi or Mbappe.
I don't think the players, like, to be honest, I just don't think that Pochettino will. Anyway, listen, people, I'm not sure Husam is going to start his stream. Are you starting it? Husam is going to start the stream.
I'm going to go start my stream.
He's going to go start the stream. Stay on this guy. This has been an absolutely cracking show, to be honest. Today,
LB is coming back on my stream too. That's
oh yeah. So to stay here, LB is going on Husam's stream. I wasn't invited, but that's all right. Tonight in the evening, I have the reaction for the Arsenal. It's going to be a spicy show tonight. We'll have Will, Alan Clark, we'll have Saad, we'll have Brandon. Okay, so it's going to be a great show tonight at 11 p.m. UK time. So 700 people, turn on your notification bell for the channel to know when we go live, right? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Are you going? Should I end it? Are we going to your channel? Can you start
I'll go start my stream, guys.
You just start your stream.
Yes. And it's gonna go take you over to the channel. We got LB, Igal, Winter Surfer, and Greg's coming on. So we're just gonna have a full panel to talk about all the clubs. So make sure you guys are liking, subscribe to Footy Judge Mo. 8K soon. Big up LB. I'm gonna see you on the other side. Peace out, man.
LB is gonna go to the channel. He's gonna he's not gonna shut up on Husam's channel. He's gonna give it to him. Listen, people, this has been absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everybody that's supporting the channel. I want to thank LB specifically for doing this show. Husam as well. These guys are helping me. We are towards the end of the year. It has been a great journey. LB, appreciate you. Thank you. LB's channel is in the description. He's on the way to 15K people. So please go give him a subscription. Please go give him a subscription. It's easy. It doesn't cost you a penny as well. It's just one link. You're gonna click on it, and you're gonna subscribe to his channel. LB won the debate. Of course, you're a Man City fan. Of course, you're gonna say that. You guys stick to each other. Stay on this stream, guys. It's gonna take you to Husam's stream. Don't go anywhere. LB, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Good show, man. Good show, bro.
And absolutely appreciate you guys. And hopefully we'll see you guys soon. And we're out of here.